Today is July the 14th, 2026. I thought I'd come on here and just talk to the viewers for a while. I don't know if you was able to see my last video. It kind of got a little, I don't know. When I think about the V2K, it gets me in a certain type of mood. And I use profanity because I feel strongly about what's going on, and I really want to know who's doing it. Like, I was on the bus the other day. Now, you remember when I talked about, I said something about the fire department, firefighters, whatever. But anyway, I was on the bus today, and the fire department was just sitting at a stop that the bus I was riding on um, usually stop at. He stops there and sits for maybe about 5, 10 minutes. Well, once we got up the hill, there was a fire truck just sitting there. And as soon as we pulled up behind him, he he turned on his lights and moved away. Now, I know you're probably saying, what's the big deal? The big deal is I had just went off about firefighters. Now, I don't dislike firefighters, but I do dislike the ones that are trolling me. I really feel like they have a big part of it. They got a big, yeah, they got playing a big part of this stock and shit. I ain't saying the whole fire departments, because it's plenty all in a city. It's about 10 of them. So it's one particular group, I'm guessing, that's doing it. It's not the whole fire department. And then today, when I went downstairs, they like to do these skits and stuff. I went downstairs. It was two officers. Their car was pulled up in the street. They was in the street, like they pulled some guy over or whatever. And one of the police cars had both of his tail lights, but the other police car had like no tail lights. And the other police car that had the tail lights, he was, blocking the one with the no tail lights. So I think that was a little skid. I wanted to grab my camera because I'm thinking, what police department ride around with broken tail lights? Usually they got plenty money to fix them. So that was the skid of the day. So whoever's watching me, yes, the police department is part of it. The fire department is a part of it, and other organization is a part of the stocking. Now, what the V2K tells me, oh, I hate YouTubers, I hate YouTubers. That's what it keep repeating after they say something like, you're so stupid, you're so stupid. And yes, I do respond back. I cuss their ass out just like they cussing me out. But yeah, when I first came here, like almost a year ago, I seen a police car and it only had one headlight. So they playing this little stupid ass games with the lights and the broken tail lights and stuff. That's what it was. Two broken tail lights, and another police car was blocking the one in the front, because it was like one car they had pulled over, then a police car behind them with broken tail lights, and then a police car behind the one that had the broken tail lights. His tail lights was fine. So those are kind of little stupid little skits that they do. But like I said, they like to play games with music. Every time I go out the door, it's a car passing by with some music. I know you probably saying, what's the big deal? The big deal is I had mentioned that to these V2K. I'm like, there's no cars playing music around here. You know, it was rare that I would hear anybody playing music. Now, I hear them playing it all the time. Every time I walk out the door, somebody got their radio on. And I'm like, now, when I first got here, nobody had their radio on. It was like dead silence. And just as lame could be. I'm like, dog, nobody on blast their music, you know. But once I said that to the V2K um, asshole, all of a sudden, every time I come downstairs, they're playing music. It does not fail. It's always a car playing music. But yeah, I mean, and then they like to use music to to I guess communicate with you. You know, like what I said the other day, they was like, I can't get you out of my head. And then they, you know, that song, well, they played that and they let the lyric play like twice and then they shut it off. And then the other time they was playing Leave Me Alone, Leave Me Alone, then they shut it off. And then the next time it was Day and Night, Day and Night is a song that Chris Brown sing. And I like Chris Brown. I even said on, you know, on this stream that I'm a fan of Chris Brown. So then they had a song with Chris Brown singing day and night, and then they'll turn it off, you know. So that is one of the ways that they play games with music. And then, you know, with V2K, you could be like, you can hear them while you walking and stuff, and then a car with music will pass by, and the V2K would. They're recording the music also. Not only are they recording what you're saying, they also record what's on the outside of, you know, if a car passed by the V2K, you could they recording that music that the car is playing, and they would say something into the music to make you think like the car is saying your name or saying something insulting about you, but it's really just a V2K hearing that music and then saying something to you. Like, for instance, they would sing like anxiety, you know, get the best of me. You know that song, Anxiety. So the V2K was doing, they would be singing anxiety in my ear. So, but then they would stop, maybe only a few lyrics or so. Hello, how you doing? But yeah, just like I said before, they claim to be Mexicans, but I really truly believe that it's all different ethnicity. I think they're saying that they're Mexican, so I can feel some type of way towards Mexicans, like being hostile towards them, because I'm thinking that they're harassing me. I think that is probably someone white that's just trying to throw Mexicans under under the bus so I can be annoyed with Mexicans, which I am not, because like I said, I believe they're all different ethnicities, and this is just one of the games that they play. This is just one of the games that they play. But today, that is what happened with the police car. It's like there's every time I step out the door, they got to do some kind of little skits. They cannot, will not let me just have a normal day. They have to do something that'll get my attention, something to make me go, you know. So that was the thing today. And yeah, I don't plan to go outside today simply because it's so hot. I'm not going out. I got things I have to do like in a day or so. But I just wanted to share that with you. If anybody is experiencing game stock and they know exactly what I'm talking about, the ones that don't, they're probably a part of it, especially if you coming on my live, because this one particular, probably even two particular people that come on here, they would try to let me know that they're watching me um, on YouTube. You know, like they're monitoring what I watch on my phone because there's um, a particular streamer that I watch, and they came on here, and they had his last name, and I know, see, because this is a small channel. I haven't I haven't grown any kind of audience. People that come through here, they just seem to be stopping for a few minutes and then move on. And so I haven't gotten an audience yet and able to hold them. I'm very fairly new at this, so it's gonna take some time. And yeah, but she came on here and she had the last name of the streamer that I watch every day. You know, some streamers, they help me fall asleep. I can just listen to them and just go to sleep. But then I would also, um, view their whole video. But yeah, when I seen her name the other day, I knew it was one of the um, YouTube stalkers. I noticed that a lot of these YouTubers that be on these channels be on every channel. You see them everywhere you go. I don't know if they're like just computer bots or what, but I noticed that I'm still learning how this beast work, being the computer and bots and all that. This is a freedom of speech channel, so nobody's safe. If you got something you want to talk about, go right ahead. Now, I mentioned the N word. I don't care about anybody calling me the N word, just as long as you don't spam it. You can spell it out, and so I can get some more, get my algorithm going. So sticks and stones, that's where I see it. Sticks and stones. But if you want to get on here and you got a question for me about anything I've said on my stream, go right ahead and shoot it to me. And if you haven't seen my videos, I released probably like 25 videos that I had on private. So you can look at those videos and you could get an understanding of what I'm talking about. You know, I'm constantly being followed, being watched, and whatever. I don't know if this is a part of YouTube, and I don't know if they think I want to be a star. I don't want to be no fucking star. I just want to be somebody on YouTube earning a couple of bucks. That's about it. But I guess they figure these 706 people could be on their channel. So they trying to knock me out the box. But won't you check out some of my videos that I just released? You gotta go down through the channel to get to the up to date stuff. Why I switched it around, I don't know. I wanted people to, well, this is what I know. I wanted people to get a feel of last year and the feel of this year, how all of this came about. Because you would see the change in me as I start videoing. First it'll be like it's happy go lucky, and then it started getting darker and darker. And that was during the time I was being gang stalked. Now, Do I have anything against the police department or the fire department? I don't. But I notice they're always around. Every time I go outside, I see a fire truck. Now, yes, I get that they work and stuff, but every fucking time I go out, I gotta see a fire truck. I don't have nothing against them, but I feel like it's one of those trucks, whoever driving it, is stalking me. And I think what happens is when I leave one state and go to another state, they inform the fire department or whoever that is a YouTuber coming in a town, and they call up all their little snitches and their informants, and then they start their campaign of harassment. Please hit that like and subscribe. This is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe, and thank you for coming. Now, I tried to explain to a friend of mine what was going on, and they think that I'm fucking kidding. I'm like, I'm not fucking joking. This is really happening. This happening. I'm telling him, I'm saying, look, they use women to get to men. They will use a woman to break up your relationship. They will use a man to break up your relationship. They'll find something that they think you might like. And then next thing you know, you keep seeing this person and, they being extra friendly. But yes, they also will break up your relationship by bringing somebody in to hit on you. And if they know your partner is a weak minded woman chaser, then, I mean, it's a piece of cake, you know. And then it's a letdown because it's like, damn, that's all they had to do, just wave a damn woman in front of this motherfucker. And he took the bait, and he takes the bait every fucking time. Now, the reason why I say this is because I've been in relationships where I've dated men that I knew it wasn't super serious, or it was just going to be like a friendship base. We done kind of grew apart or whatever, and I know that if any woman come up to him, he's gonna take the bait. And I try to explain this situation that I am in, let them know that, hey, some people out here just to play games with you, because I'm YouTubing. Some women try to fuck your man because you're YouTubing. So they don't like what you said on YouTube. It's just that serious. They will try to sleep with your mate simply because you're on YouTube just to see if your mate easy. And so I don't know, you gotta give people in your life the heads up, especially when you experience gang stalking. And you know what? Every YouTuber experience it. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Everybody that's on YouTube is getting gang stalked. It's just not as obvious. They're not being obvious. And they are using V2K on every last one of these YouTubers. They just not talking to them. See, they're talking to me because from what they told me, they can't stand me. They say I'm a racist and this, that, and the other. But I'm not a racist. I'm a realist. I can see what's going on with different ethnicities and how we're getting along. I'm right out here seeing it in my face, and they calling me a racist, but I don't have any friends that is not my ethnicity. It's just what it is. It's not that I would not have a friend that's not my ethnicity. I just don't have any. I haven't met any. I stayed in a black and white town. Everything was either black or white. But now that I'm traveling a little bit, I'm seeing other ethnicity. I'm seeing Cubans. I'm seeing Mexicans. I'm seeing like people from Africa, Nigeria, just all different places. So I get a chance to meet different people. Where I was from, not so much. I hope everyone's having a good day, and if you would, I will appreciate you hitting a like and subscribe. If you got anything you want to ask me, go right ahead, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have about what I'm talking about. But if you want to know anything about me and my YouTube, and is pretty much is what I'm talking about, just check out some of my videos. You're gonna have to go down a little bit to my latest videos because I put some of my old videos on top of my recent videos. And the reason why I did that is, I want people to stroll through my content. I want them to see when I was here, when I was there, when I was there. I was in Tennessee. I got a chance to do some videos in Tennessee. Now I'm in Utah, and I am leaving Utah. I'm almost out the door, and this V2K thing keep telling me you ain't going nowhere. And I told him just like this, if I don't go nowhere, all hell is gonna break loose. I'm getting the fuck out of here and I'm going where my family is. I mean, all hell is gonna break loose. I gotta be at my destination on time and ticket in hand. And ain't nothing gonna stop me from that. I miss my family. I miss my friends. Like I've been here for a year and I was able to meet two people. But guess what? Those two people turned out to be really kind of self-absorbed and shit. Like one girl, she was Asian, and she went and told the damn office that I was in there talking to myself. I was not talking to myself. I was talking to damn B2K, and she told me that she was familiar. But then when I was hearing all this cussing and carrying on, because sometimes they just start ranting all in my damn head, and I can't help but respond. I'm like, fuck you, you know. I'm like, fuck you, man. And then she acted like I was having some kind of meltdown. And then it was like, oh, if you tell people about this, they gonna think you crazy. I don't give a flying fuck who think I'm crazy. I'm gonna speak my piece. And yes, when that thing was ranting and raving, yes, I let off a few profanities. And then the other girl that I met, one was Asian, and then the other one, she was from Africa. The thing with her is, she was boring as fuck. I mean, boring. All she wanted to do is go to the fucking library. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like education and being playing on the computer or whatever, but I don't want to do it like every other day. She had a job. She worked mostly mostly weekends, and what she liked to do on the weekdays was just go on the computer at the library. And I didn't want to do that shit. I wanted to do some adult stuff like going to the park, maybe going to a watering hole, and just sit and listen to some music. I want to do shit like that. I want to go to maybe the mall or going to a Chinese restaurant and eat some food or something. I didn't want to, and then everything she ate was nothing but vegetables. She only ate a little bit of meat, and I like to eat. So when I'm out with anybody. Shoot, food has got to be on the schedule because I enjoy, different things to eat. And so I, we didn't really clash that. We didn't mash that good. And then I was taking this class here in Utah, and and I got my certificate. It was just a certificate class, something to do. It wasn't a degree or anything like that. It was a certificate that lasts for 5 years. It's something that Florida don't offer, at least not where I was located. So it was something I needed and I could take back to Florida. And it'll give me a heads up on the competition. So once I got that, she was like, "Oh, why don't you stay? Why don't you stay?" And I'm like, "Do what? Stay here and do what? The only thing here to do is maybe school and work." But see, I don't have anybody here that I call friends. So what the fuck I want to stay here for? Please hit that like and subscribe. This is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe, and I'm talking about a few experiences that I've been having that's been bugging the shit out of me, and I'm gonna share it with the world. I told them I'm gonna shout it off the damn mountaintops. I want everybody to know about this V2K. I don't care how crazy it made me look. All I can tell you is just go look it up. And like I said before, they have they have videos stating that they was working on this technology. But guess what? The technology is here. You can believe me or not. I'm telling you, the technology is here. They done made it and they keeping it hush hush. And why they tell me, why they doing it to me, your guess is good as mine. But I'm telling you, the technology is here, and everybody need to be aware of it. You probably won't be aware of it until maybe about 10 years. After 10 years, then they'll probably drop the bomb like, "Hey, guess what? We know how to read your damn skull," and that's just what it is. If it's not, it's a nasty little trick they're playing, some little scam they got going on that makes you think that they're reading your mind. It could be your mind just bouncing back your thoughts, but it's just way too real. And I'm telling you, they are causing mass psychosis. People thinking they're crazy as hell when somebody is just experimenting on your ass. Now, I don't have all the big words that y'all are used to, so this gonna be in layman's terms so everybody can understand. Now, if you don't understand what I'm fucking talking about, then you just not listening. I said to go back into the YouTube world in the computer and Google mind reading and keep Googling it until you get to a point where they're actually talking about we're reading minds. And from what I hear, it's illegal to do that. In 2002, they said, no, do not use this type of technology on the masses. Well, guess what? Someone ain't listening and they is using it on the masses. And I'm one of them. Why? Because they think I got a smart mouth and I talk too much shit about the system. Now, don't get me wrong. I love America. I'm not a terrorist. I don't like what they're doing right now, but I love America. I enjoy being here. I had some good times right here in this country. So it's not me trying to, turn the world against anybody, trying to influence you to be a fucking nutcase, nothing like that. I'm just telling you what they got out there. Now, why they doing it to me, why they think I wouldn't say anything, I don't know. I mean, what I supposed to do? Walk around and just be fucked with in my head? I'm telling you, these people are using that technology on the masses. It's making fake diagnosis of schizophrenia. You know, people are being labeled schizophrenic when they're in a fucking experiment, and I'm one of them. But you know, I'm aware of it because I know what my brain will do, and my damn brain don't sound like a gay guy, a fat guy, and a bitchy woman. I mean, if my brain, and they don't never say shit. I mean, the only thing they say is the same shit, you know, trying to insult me or whatever. So I'm just like cussing at them all the time. But my brain would not, I don't think it would create these type of people. I can't learn nothing from them. They're dumb as fuck. They don't never, they can't tell you which way to go. Oh, I'm lost. Which way I need to go? They can't tell you that. They can't tell you what time it is. They can't tell you what's for dinner. They can't tell you shit. So I'm like, why in the hell would I want why in the hell would I want to have something in my brain just talking, just cussing me out? Like my brain has created three characters, and all they do is cuss me out. What kind of shit is that? My brain wouldn't have turned on me like that. This is some bullshit. That's what I'm telling you. This is some kind of mass psychosis these motherfuckers spreading all over the country. People they don't like, they'll tell me straight up they don't like me. I mean, really, my brain telling me I don't like me. I like me. I'm good with me. But they're talking about they don't like me and I'm racist. Oh, that was so racist. I'm like, look, when you came here to get the, I guess, start some shit with me. So don't be surprised if I got some choice words for you. You know, this is what you came for. You came to argue with me. These damn voices didn't come to help me do nothing, didn't come to encourage me to do shit. All this bitch is doing is talking shit to me. You see what I'm saying? Why in the hell would my brain create something that just talks shit to me? Can't tell me the answer to nothing. I got three fucking dummies floating around in my head just cussing and carrying on, arguing with me. That's all it does. So I don't believe that is schizophrenia. That's somebody fucking with me with some new technology they done pulled out their ass. Let me get me some water. Hold on one second. Just give me a little water. Now, when I when I talk to you on when I talk to you on this YouTube thing, I can hear like the V2K talking about, oh my God, like what I'm doing is so dumb. Why is it dumb? Simply because I'm letting people know this shit is here. You know, it's here. The telepathy shit is here. They done figured out how to do it. Yes, they figured out how to do telepathy. You know, just like Captain Kirk and the big head aliens talking with their minds, talking to one another without using their lips or their vocal cords. Well, guess what? They know how to do it now. And they probably ain't gonna let nobody know for another decade or two. I'll be old and gray. Of course, they say they're gonna kill me and all this shit since I'm telling it. Well, y'all know if anything happened to me and it ain't natural causes, Yeah, they probably behind it. Probably try to poison me or some shit for telling y'all that telepathy is now working. The shit works. Now it don't work as good as you think. It's not good enough to go into a courtroom because I noticed they can only get the top half of your thought, just the top layer. They don't know what's behind that thought. They only know the thought, but they can't tell you what is the basis of that thought. But they're trying to get to it. I mean, I was outside. This bitch was going word for word, everything I thought of. And I don't care how crazy it may sound. They said it's word prediction. We're just doing word prediction, storing up all your data and into a computer, and then the computer, you know, predict what you're gonna say. Probably by from listening to all my conversations. They've been on my ass since 2024, 25, gathering up all my conversations and saving them and using word prediction on me. They're using the words that I would use from. I think they put it in a computer, the way I talk, what I talk about, and what my end response usually be. And now they're using it on me, making it look like, they're reading my mind. I told you, it's some kind of scam or some kind of hustle they got going on, some kind of fuckery, to mess with your mind. This is psychological. This is not spiritual. This is a psychological attack. A lot of people talk about we're in a spiritual war. This is spiritual. No, it ain't. This is a psychological fuck. Is what's going on. Well, thank you for coming through. I got one person that um they came through and said hello. Thank you for saying hello. And yeah, I had did a Facebook, right? I'm not big on these media platforms. I hate that I even did fucking YouTube. Now I feel like I got no choice, like I'm forced to do YouTube now. But I had did this. I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do YouTube, I might as well go ahead and get a Facebook. I did a Facebook page, right? And the damn thing started pulling up my relatives and my exes and talking about I'm requesting a friendship. You know that shit they say you requesting to be a Facebook friend. Well, this thing it started calling, requesting my aunts, my ex, people I know for Facebook friends. Well, I hadn't requested nothing. I didn't want any Facebook friends until I felt like it. But since they're so deep into my online presence, they're so deep into my online presence that they started pulling up people that I know related to. See, that's why I said they done hacked my social media. It's been hacked. And just like they'll sign me up for channels that I don't want to be signed up to. I'm like, I don't want to subscribe to that damn channel. I'm just listening to it. I don't like it that much. That's why I say a lot of these channels with all these views and shit be fake as hell, and that there is somebody out here signing people up, subscribing people to channels, and making other channels views and their subscribers go up, 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 because they're subscribing people and people don't even know they're subscribed. Because I was looking at this one YouTube and I was like, why do I keep, it took me about a good 2, 3 weeks to realize that every time I turn around, this man video is on my damn phone. So I had to go in my subscriber, um, area and look at all the people that I'm subscribed to. And there he was. I'm like, I know for a fact I didn't subscribe to him. And then it was another one I seen. I was like, I know for a fact I didn't subscribe to them either. Somebody is out here subscribing people on their own so it could push up that person monies in their subscribers. It's a fucking scam they doing. You know, if you got a whole bunch of subs, you ain't gonna notice this channel is in yours. Well, I don't have a whole bunch of subscriptions. I don't care to have a whole bunch. I want to be able to count my subscriptions on my hand. I don't need everybody ideas in my damn head. I'm a free thinker. I like to think on my own. I don't need to know what everybody else thinking. And this is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through. Um, like I said, if you got anything you want to ask me, go right ahead, put it in the comments, and I'll answer it. I got one person, well, I don't know who this is, but they keep popping in and out. But if you want to ask something, go right ahead. It could be just people passing through. But yeah, I got a lot of videos on my channel. Check them out. I don't know what the hell y'all into. I'm not going to be wringing my ass on camera. That's for sure. I'm not going to be wringing my ass on camera, but we can debate. I do like to debate about whatever. If I know about it, I would definitely debate you about it. And if I feel strongly about it, maybe I could even change your mind. I guess that's what influencer is. But I'm not so into any politics or anything like that. I don't give a damn one way or another who's in office. Now, sometimes when I'm debating, it may sound like I care, but I don't. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I'm drinking water, my voice getting all raspy. But you know, every time there's some kind of incident I want to share with you, I will be on live. But I wanted to share that little tidbit because because it was stupid. You know, anything stupid, I want to let you know about it. You know, with the two broken headlights or whatever, and the other cop hiding his broken headlight, and they got their little lights on and shit. Every time, you know, like I said, anytime you look at a movie and they're outside, you always hear the fire department, you know, in the background, just blowing their fucking horns, trying to fuck up the set. I guess, I don't know, maybe you gotta grease their palms for them to shut up and you have silence on the set, especially when you go outside to film. They always trying to make some noise, you know, playing some music. So now if you are trying to YouTube, they're playing their music, making sure that they come where you are so it can demonetize your videos. So this is intentionally done. A lot of people be like, oh, now we can't play our music. How dare you? People who say that is usually in on it. We're just simply telling you it's done on purpose. You know, you can believe it or not. Nobody gives a rat ass. You can, when people try to warn you, if you ever try to get on YouTube or be a YouTuber, you need to listen to what people telling you, because believe you me, every one of these YouTubers is being trolled, and 9 times out of 10 they using V2K on them. They're just not talking to them. They said they're talking to me because they just simply don't like me. They don't like what I talk about. So they want to extra fuck with me, trying to make it like I'm so crazy. I'm just this crazy YouTuber that had the nerve to talk about V2K and somebody speaking to her. I mean, believe it or not, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm going to just tell you about it. In the next decade or two, you'll know about it. Just having a little water here. I'm trying to, just talk to you for an hour. And I'm hoping somebody will come in with a question. If not, then I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking until I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Now, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life. I'm not that type of so-called influencer. You know what? You live your life and you learn by your own mistakes. You don't. I don't want nobody to say I encourage them to do shit. Look, do what you want to do on your own. Think for yourself. Figure it out yourself. Because if you don't figure it out yourself, then you got somebody you can blame. And I don't want nobody blaming me for influencing them to do nothing. But yeah, I was what the V2K is saying now is you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Cause I'm supposed to be leaving here in a few weeks or so. So now it's saying you ain't going nowhere. First it was saying get out of my house. Get out of Utah. Get out of my house. And now it's time for me to go. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't no going nowhere. Over and over again. I'm like, hell will break loose if I ain't going nowhere. You think I'm gonna be standing on the side of the road with my suitcase? I ain't going nowhere, and I'm finna walk out of this apartment, turn off my lights, turn off the lights, and I done told these people I'm out of here and I ain't going nowhere. Shh, child, stay tuned. Stay tuned because I plan to videotape me going somewhere. How the hell you gonna tell me to get the fuck out of Dodge and then turn around? You ain't going nowhere. I'm going wherever the hell the wind blows me. I'm gone. But yeah, I can't imagine being here in the summertime on the streets. Now this how they think I'm gonna be on the streets in Utah. And in the beginning, you get out of here, get out of my town, and all this fucking shit. Get out of my house. That's what they like to say. Get out of my house. But I'm like, shit, child, you ain't saying nothing. You can have this boring ass bitch. It's good for certain things, but it's not good for everything. Fun, you ain't gonna find him. You know. Unless I guess if you got people, friends and family and stuff like that, then yeah, you probably could have some fun. But a person like me here with no friends, no family, It ain't no damn fun. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I ain't had no fun in a year. And for them to tell me I ain't going nowhere, that gets under my skin. But anywho, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate the hello and I appreciate the likes. Whoever gave me the likes, thank you so much. And I hope you subscribe to my channel so you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about B2K today, but tomorrow it will be another subject. You know, I don't want my channel to be all about B2K, and it won't be. I will be talking about whatever that comes to my mind, and I'm going to share it with you, and I'm hoping that you can give me some feedback. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch the screen for a little bit and I'm gonna see if anybody come through. So if you hear nothing, it doesn't mean I'm gone. It's just I'm waiting for someone to chat me up. Go right ahead. See, I'm too impatient. I can't wait. I'm finna get up off here. Thank you so much again. This is Yesme TV. I am Stranger Babe by Stranger.